What? Hey everybody. Quick microphone check as
check,
per
check.
usual.
Check.
1 2.
Check.
Hey everybody. Let us know if we sound okay. Let us know if we're a little too hot. Too much mic heat.
We're too hot.
I don't know about that. Don't do that, man.
No, I mean our mics are always too loud.
They're like, you're not hot. Shut up. So we sound okay. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4.
Hey everybody.
I'm waiting for a thumbs up before we continue.
I'll give you a thumbs up.
Thanks.
Hi Ash. Hi chat.
Hey everybody.
Sounds good.
Sounds
I see it
good?
sounds good.
All right, that's all we need is the sounds good. So we have a special stream today. We're going to be showing off a lot of new stuff for the very first time. You can see above my head there is a little guide of what we're going to be doing. So we're going to talk for a little bit, say hi to you guys, and then of course we're going to be showing off Sword Quest Legends on the PS4 for the very first time. So this is the first time we've ever streamed Sword Quest Legends on console. So we actually have one of our dev kits here, and we have it all hooked up. So we're going to jump into that and actually show you Sword Quest Legends in the console, which is super exciting. Of course, we're going to be taking all of your questions as we are playing, so we'll answer your questions. And we also took some of your questions from social media channels, so we have some questions from the forums, some from Twitter. We'll be answering those as well. We're going to be looking at Rage of Demons and looking at Warlock really for the first time as well today. So it's going to be crazy.
Welcome to the party, I see, Drag.
Yeah, welcome to the party,
pal.
And the other thing, at the end of the stream, we're going to be giving some copies of the game away. We're going to give away some Daggers of Venom. We've Drew from Digital Extremes here, who's going to be doing the giveaways at the end of the stream. So if you hang out till the end, you may win some free stuff. If you already have the game, which I know a lot of you do because I see a lot of familiar names, if you already have the game, then you can have a key to give to somebody else. And these are Steam keys. These are not, console keys. We don't have those yet. So
Soon.
So it's exciting stuff.
It is. I'm excited to show off console. We've been working on it really hard for a while now.
Yeah. So the other thing I know that people are excited about, every week we eat something weird. This week we have something called, you can't see it because it's green.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, it's from space. It's called Click, and it's actually cornflakes from, chocolate-covered cornflakes from Israel. So we're going to be eating these invisible clicks at the end of the stream when we're doing our giveaways. So exciting stuff. How you been, man?
I'm tired. We've been working hard,
Yeah,
getting everything ready to go.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to show it off. I'm excited.
So I didn't introduce us. Most people, a lot of very familiar names, like I said before, but I'm community manager Ash, and of course we have design director Tim Schwalk, who's been on the show several times, and appreciate him coming by during a very busy time.
Glad to be back.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Good. And I see, how have you guys been? We've been well. Thank you very much for asking. Really busy. The team's been working really hard on both Rage of Demons and the console release of Sword Quest Legends. So, the team's kind of doubled up, pulling double duty right now, getting everything ready to
party,
rumble.
Vinchuk.
Yeah. So it's been a very busy time, but we're excited to show this stuff off. And this is the Warlock stuff we're showing off today. As a Warlock player, I'm insanely excited to show this off and show you guys some of the goodies that we have cooking with Warlock. And of course, like I said earlier, we're going to answer as many questions as we can. I know, I say the show. It's a thing that I say the show. It's a show. It's a show.
This is totally a show.
It's a show. We need credits.
We have a showtime. We have a trailer we show at the beginning.
That's true. It is basically
We have talent.
Show. I don't know about that.
We're a show.
That's stretching it, man.
Show.
Saying talent stretching it. But yeah, so this is fun. This is a weird time for us, so thank you guys for showing up at this weird time. Our normal times are, when we do Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, and now it's Friday at noon. And we did it for a variety of reasons, which we'll get into later. But if you, of course, are catching this later, we do put these up on YouTube, and we do put these up on Twitch TV, Sword Coast Legends, and you can watch them and, of course, comment and let us know what you think of the show after. So, good stuff.
Good.
Question real quick before we jump into some PS4 gameplay. Is there an official Rage of Demons release date now? Not quite yet. We're not quite ready to say the day yet. We have an idea, but we're not quite ready to say the date yet because it may shift. And as you guys are fully aware, in the world of games, when you say that something's coming out on a certain date and then you shift it, people tend to get upset.
People tend to.
So we're going to try and avoid that. So, so let's go ahead and quickly jump into PS4 stuff.
Nice.
Let's do it. So Tim's going to be driving here. You got a PS4 controller?
Nothing up my sleeve.
All right.
PS4 controller.
So here we go.
Oh, look at this.
So this is, like I said, the first time we're showing this off anywhere. And if you see some, little blips here and there, some little glitches here and there, it's all work in progress.
Let me turn the
hang in there.
audio on.
Here we go.
Is that it's working too much?
Should be good.
Still hear us? We good?
Should be good. Yeah, if you guys, if you hear any little weird audio glitches or anything, let us know. We can fix it while we're broadcasting.
And I'll talk you guys through the controls you're seeing here, but DM controls, player controls. Let's just get into the game. So the first thing I'll say is that our goal was we didn't want to port the game from PC, right? This has to feel like a console game. And as a big console gamer, I know you are as well, Ash. Yeah. That was important to us. It can't feel like a PC game on a console. So we've redone a whole lot of stuff.
Thanks, Shane.
Hey, thank you, Shane. You can see here, basic camera controls are still the same. I can actually detach the camera. If you want to look up ahead, you can cue movement that way. I can go back. If you look in the bottom corner of the screen, you'll see you've got some abilities mapped to sort of a button cluster there. So square, triangle, circle are my abilities. X is my default attack. We have a couple of shift modifiers. You can have others as well. I know some people say, that doesn't look like a whole lot of slots for all of my abilities and all of my consumables. But wait, there's more. This is just for abilities. So you have all these slots just for abilities, and we added a handy-dandy consumable wheel to manage all of your consumables.
Yeah, this is really actually very handy because it's actually, in my opinion, faster to get potions and consumables on that wheel than it is on PC. And I know PC players will probably not like me saying that, but it is. It's incredibly... And if
totally.
And some of the later, especially if you play on hard, some of the later challenges in the game are incredibly difficult. So having that wheel and having those potions readily accessible is pretty awesome. So I like that quite a bit.
And of course, the biggest change is that you have direct control over your players, which is just fantastic. I can, of course, switch through my party members very easily.
And he's just doing that using the D-pad, yeah.
You can also, we added a few new commands for console. So if I wanted to turn off, I can turn off party follow, of course, like you can do on the PC. And if I'm wandering around doing whatever it is, I can call my team to me with a press of a button. This is really handy also, even if you have party follow on, this is handy in a moment when you're standing in fire or in acid, somebody drops a pool of something or a cloud, you can just say, guys, get out of there, come to me. We also have a command where you can tell everyone to attack your target.
Right.
So if you're in a battle and you very quickly need some help, you want to take out this cleric, whatever it is, you hit a different button, and very quickly everyone will attack your target.
I'm seeing some Bellamy comments in the chat that make me very happy. I see Bellamy equals roasted short ribs, and I see Bellamy rules with a Z.
Yeah.
And I'm a Bellamy fan. I think Bellamy's a wonderful maniac. So
Bellamy is a colorful character.
He definitely
Absolutely.
is. He definitely is.
Tactical mode, of course, carries over. So what you're seeing here is, by default, when you go into tactical mode in the console, we've got some helpful control text on the screen. That's something you can turn on off in the options if you don't like it, but I'd recommend you play with that at least for a while just to kind of get used to everything. You can see over here it shows exactly what the D-pad does when you hit the different bumpers, and it's just a real quick way of knowing where everything is. I like it because you can quickly see what your abilities are, but of course it's up to you.
Yeah.
We'll leave it up to you.
So we do have some questions. First question is, are the action bars like Final Fantasy XIV on the console? They did it perfectly. Actually, I have not played Final Fantasy XIV on the console.
Nor have
I only played it briefly on the PC, so I'm not familiar with how they did their action bars. But you can see we don't really have action bars in the console version. We basically have selectable, different selectable menus. So you can assign all the abilities to each one of those and quickly hop between them. So you have access to 12 different abilities on the fly. How many? Do you remember how many were on the original action bar on PC? Was it 12?
I think it's 15.
It might be 15.
It's 1 through 0 plus minus equal. I don't remember. Maybe it's 13.
It might be 13. So it's very, very close to the number that you have easy access to.
But remember, all your consumables are separated out now.
Right.
So they're not cluttering the bar. These are just abilities.
Just abilities.
Yeah. And I'm just going through these with the triggers on the controller, and you can assign these wherever you want. They'll also be automatically assigned when you purchase an ability, or you can assign it from there. You can quickly assign things here as well. We have a shortcut. I can go directly to the consumable menu. For instance, I don't think my potion of healing was on there at all, right?
Right.
So I can go here, I can assign, and I'm going to put it down here.
Lightning
And
fan's asking what we're doing.
just like that
in
is
the
there.
left side of the screen. It might be distracted because we're normally on the right side. We didn't want to cover up the console UI, but we can float ourselves. Look, we'll just magically.
Whoa, calm down.
So let's move over here.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. I knew something was off.
Yeah, so we're no longer on the left-hand side of the screen.
That's funny. So targeting, I can just walk up to something and target it. Ash had this nicely set up for us to play. Of course, first thing I did when I grabbed the controller was come over here and I interacted with this.
There's
and
a
went
cool
through the
dialogue section that you ruined for the public.
Sorry, it was
all
a
right.
story spoiler. But no, of course we're in the bandit caves. But yeah, I can walk up to something and target it. You can see I can just look at a friendly and target it as well. Also, the bumpers here, you can quickly go through different targets. There's nothing in here besides friendlies now, but you can use the modifier with the bumper and you can just target friendlies. A lot of little shortcuts like that. We also have a sort of manual smart targeting. If you hold the button down, you can sort of point at whatever you want to target with the stick. So there's a lot of options for targeting.
Absolutely.
And we want to make sure there's something there for everyone. But honestly, the default targeting works really well.
Cool. Well, let's show off a little bit of combat and maybe some pause and play to show how that's still something that is doable.
Unfortunately, combat didn't make the transition to console.
There is no combat. It's now just
it's an exploration game.
It's a talking game. You just go to places and have nice conversations.
People
with
like talking games.
That's true.
It feels a little sluggish to me on the stream here.
That's just the PS4 to capture card to stream conversion that you're witnessing.
I see.
Yeah.
All the technical stuff.
Yes.
So of course, for instance, I can look at this barrel and I can attack it. Oh, there's different options when it comes to auto attack as well. So on the PC, you click on something, you continue auto attacking. On the console, you can have it perform like that. You could have it where you have to press a button for every attack, or you can have it where you can press and hold to attack. I know a lot of games have done that. So you have all these options there. You'll notice the camera follow we have. We have a smart sort of camera follow. You can turn that off as well. So we have a lot of things that you can sort of tune the experience to how you want to play. Oh, wait.
Oh.
I was about to say, I remember there might be some traps here of some sort.
I have a question. This has been asked or addressed in some way, but if you own the PC version, can you get the PS4 version for free or discounted anyway? Yes and no. So you're not going to get it discounted if you own the PC version. However, the console version is going to be releasing at $19.99. And it's also going to be releasing with all of the post-launch PC content. So you're going to get all sorts of fun stuff like playable drow, you're going to get the additional skill trees, you're going to get all the CP1 and CP2 content. All of that's going to be added at the $19.99 price tag. So you don't own the Steam version and also get the PS4 version for free, but you can pick up the PS4 version or Xbox One version for a discounted price. So
it's pretty good. $20.
$20. We work here, but it's a lot of game for $20.
It is, and I got to say, I jumped onto the Steam game last night to test something, and I apologize. Someone joined my game, and I had to bail on them because I was testing some stuff for console. So if that was you, I'm sorry. If you check your stash this morning, I gave you some goodies, just because I felt bad leaving.
Yeah, normally the devs aren't supposed to just bail on the.
I know, I felt terrible. Yeah, it's but I did give him some good stuff. So yeah, he might be a little surprised.
Right.
So you can see here, I can pause the game. I can quickly go between all my different guys. Let's see.
And he used the touchpad actually on the PS4 to pause the action. It's actually really intuitive and really fast to pause in that way. And I was messing with it yesterday, and it became very second nature only after a few minutes. As someone who's I've logged thousands of hours on the PC, it felt strange at first to not use spacebar to pause the game, but then after a little while playing, it was nice.
Yeah, totally. So I have lost a character. So what can I do, Ash?
You can go ahead and stabilize.
I can stabilize, of course, works just as it did.
So these are you're looking at the new stabilize options here. You need to get Lydia up.
Yeah, I do.
She'll keep you up.
She's
She's straight for healing too. So
yeah, she's okay. Oh, you get Lydia. Stabilize you. I'm gonna totally die.
Look at this.
So one thing we've taken to heart.
Doing?
Hey, people said the game was too easy on PC.
Yeah.
The console game is more difficult. I will tell you
That's
this.
good. It's good that it's more difficult. You can summon your wolf.
I'm trying.
He's not working. You have your berry too.
Yeah, well.
Berry of tastiness.
I'm gonna show.
Oh, look at this. You might be able to pull it off.
I've got
save the day.
I'm good.
Oh, look at this. In the 11th hour.
Yeah, no, well. Let's show that I'm really playing here. If this were some sort of fake mock-up type thing here, then I probably would have party wiped.
Yeah.
Which I still might. But
yeah, we don't have any cheats in right now. This is just so if he wipes, he wipes. That's it.
Yep. So the player controls, they really work well. I've gotten so used to them that I felt a little lost when I was playing the PC game last night. I've gotten very used to it. The controls, the console controls on PC is something that we want to update to allow other people to play this as well, because it really controls well. So it's going to be up to sort of
why don't you show off a little bit of the analog walking, which is one of the features that was added specifically for console. So you can actually walk your character at a slower pace. We had a lot of requests for that over the months to enable a walking feature, and it actually works really well with the analog controls. So you can kind of creep your characters through dungeons if you wish to play that way, and walk at a little bit of a slower pace. So
you can even It just looks too cool.
A slow creep, which is nice.
But it makes a big difference on consoles as well if you don't have that analog movement, just to make quick movements to your aiming or your looking. Yeah, it's a big difference. So we talked about movement, camera, all the basic stuff here that you know and love.
Mm-hmm.
I can of course go to my map. I can place markers. So you have session data here. So if someone joins my game, I can friend them, party. You can do all the good stuff you'd expect to do on consoles. Mm-hmm. What else do we have? I showed you how I can quickly assign things here.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you. It's really easy just to swap. Let's see. Lydia's still dead. I left her behind.
I know folks are asking for walking on the PC now. Like, why don't you have walking on the PC?
Sorry.
Maybe one day everything will just kind of converge and be wonderful. So
you can quickly swap between, of course, your cantrips or your default attacks. Everything is accessible just at a couple button presses.
Now, there's a question I've seen a couple times pop up. What's going on with how does multiplayer work for campaign in custom modules? So the PS4 and Xbox One version will ship with multiplayer co-op, so you're going to be able to play through the whole campaign with other players. It's also going to ship with Dungeon Crawl, but getting out there, it's not going to ship out the door with full campaign creation, because that is a whole huge ball of wax. We want to get the game out. We want people to enjoy it. So the full campaign creation that's currently available on PC is not initially shipping on the PS4 and Xbox One versions. Okay, and again, the game is coming out at $19.99. So
and all the tools that you're all the stuff where you're manipulating the dungeon, placing all the stuff, that's all there in Dungeon Crawl mode. So you can still create a dungeon crawl, play as DM, and do all that stuff.
You can still control the monsters, manipulate the monsters, place traps, and all of that stuff. It's more of the sharing of individually authored campaigns that is not going to initially ship with a console version. So we wanted to let you guys know that early, and let you know that is not initially shipping, but
Right. I will say that the DM controls really well with the controller as well. That was one of my initial worries, but it works great. The team really, we had a great plan for it, and it's a lot of fun. It's very intuitive. But no, the controls.
You're doing better now, man. You're hanging in there.
Well, I didn't set up any of these characters, so I didn't know what was there. I'm trying to figure out exactly what you have everywhere.
Yeah, I tried to make it relatively.
Yeah. No, you did a fine job.
Thanks.
It was on me. I haven't been sleeping a lot.
It's all right. Who needs sleep, right?
I used to think that. Yeah.
Someone says Sword Coast Legends. That's lame. I'm
Sword
sorry.
Coast Legends is lame?
No, they said that's lame. The console thing. I apologize.
Oh, right.
We understand that is going to upset some people, but we do what we can, and and hopefully those features find their way to the game quickly.
But you are getting the full 30+ hour story campaign with co-op and the full dungeon crawl with all the additions we've made. It also has all of the stuff that the PC pre-orders got. So you get the extra, you get the beholder, you get the extra tile set. What was it called?
Mines.
Yeah, Lost Mines. Thank you. Which is one of my favorites. And like Ash said, you get all of the community pack stuff we added as well. That's all here in the console game.
That is true. So you'll get all the Burning Dawn stuff. You'll get the Burning Dawn weapons and armor set, and
And Ash will play with you on either system.
I will
at any moment.
I don't know about any moment, but
Well, honestly, it will be easier to reach us and to play with us because the way the notifications work and everything with the consoles. And I think you and I are on our consoles more than we're probably on Steam in the evenings.
Yeah.
I would love to play with you guys.
Yeah. I don't know if we should pitch that as a selling point that Tim and Ash will play. I don't know if people really want that. I don't know if people actually want that as part of their experience, but
I'm going to buy it so I can play with you.
Belafast statue for the PS4. Not currently. Right now, there are only 1,000 of those Belafast statues manufactured. And to my knowledge, more are not being made at this point. But if we do see a high demand for the Belafast statues, perhaps something can be done. Tim's getting messages on his wristwatch.
I'm just making sure it's like, hey, I can't hear you guys. Or you guys turn purple and you're speaking in Spanish.
That would be bad. That would be bad.
But no, it's Steven Jolson who's not even paying attention, Steve, that we are busy
he doesn't
playing
know
the game.
Streaming.
No, he doesn't pay attention.
So we have someone saying, RGM46 is saying, so for $20 you basically get the PC Deluxe Edition. Yeah, but again, full disclosure, you're not getting the full DM tools. So you're not getting the ability to craft campaigns at this point on console. But you're getting all the bells and whistles that came with a Deluxe Edition for $19.99, along with playable drow, along with the additional skill trees.
You do get the DM tools. You just don't have the ability to pre-make your campaigns and save them and share them at launch, right? But you still have all the good stuff.
So Don Bro Plays is saying it would have been great if there were crossplay options, and that's for those of you who follow this kind of stuff, it's incredibly challenging. It's more challenging than people realize. Not necessarily from a technical standpoint, but more from a getting Steam and and Microsoft and Sony to all talk to each other and have everything work out. So it's unfortunate that there's no crossplay, but you'll notice that there are very few games on the market that actually do allow for crossplay unless they enter into a very specific contract between different companies.
Don't open that chest.
Don't open that chest.
Just saying. I don't trust it.
Who knows?
I don't trust it at all.
Oh.
Sorry, spoiler.
Let's click over here. We're gonna go back.
Whoa, that looks violent.
We're gonna save that story spoiler just in case you're here to. Oh, you're drinking some water.
I'm just having some water.
Very nice.
I'm reminded of a Super Bowl I saw recently.
All right, so now's the fun part. So Tim, go ahead and answer some questions for a minute, and I'm going to get the Warlock fired up. So.
Oh, cool. All right, what questions do we have? So for $20, you already answered that.
I did answer that.
Will custom campaign eventually come or up in the air? Honestly, it probably will depend on the response. We've always said we want to keep working on this game forever, but we can only do that if you buy it and your friends buy it and you support it. But obviously we want to put it there. It just won't be there day one.
Yeah.
Street Fighter V I play on PC, always fighting PS4 players. Yep, that is true. But they also don't have that other console in the mix. And there's a lot of politics when it comes to stuff like this, besides just the technical issues. But we're not saying we can't do it. We can't do it right now. We just wanted to get it out there as quickly as we could so that everyone could play. Short ribs, anyone?
Poor Bellamy.
Broncos, LOL. Lightning fan. Yeah, those Bucks, huh? Yeah, Warlocks. There is no Monk right now. Can you give Dan Tudge a big bear hug for us? I'll have Ash do that. He loves hugs from Ash.
Oh, he doesn't want my hugs. Nobody wants my hugs.
How will the create custom companion mechanics work? Will they be usable? So that's a DLC Rage of Demons question. And I think we're going to go into a lot more detail on Rage of Demons next week. Yeah,
so we were going to kind of save it to the end, but why not tell them now? So,
sorry.
We're going to be doing more of a deep dive with Rage of Demons stuff today. So today, we are going to be showing off Warlock, and showing off some Warlock abilities. But in the coming weeks, we're actually going to do a deep dive. We'll do some character creation with the Warlock. We'll show Tiefling in a couple weeks as well. We're not showing Tiefling today. And so we'll actually get into the the hardcore mechanics of how the Warlock is different. Today is just more of a general hangout session with the Warlock, showing off some gameplay. And I think you guys will like it. But in the coming weeks, we'll have more stuff.
So Ash, what kind of playstyle is the Warlock? A magic cannon? Or does it have multiple ways to play it?
It has a lot of ways to play it. The one that I built today is more of a controller. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stuns, a lot of dots. a lot of fears. Next week I'll probably build a melee warlock, which is actually what I played 4th edition tabletop. So show off that next week, and then you can actually make a glass cannon warlock very, very easily as well. So the warlock has a lot of different options. So I'll get this all queued up in just a minute. I'm just
you get a picture of the bear hug apparently. Let's see, how many console achievements will there be? I don't know if Wombat's on here, but he could tell you the number. Console achievements, I think it's in the 20s. I'm not positive. He might jump in and tell you that. There's a bunch of them. I love testing console because I get the achievements even while testing, just jumping around and playing the game. Not on my real live account, but Tim, when will we see the next world setting? So of course WotC has announced that they are releasing Ravenloft.
Ravenloft, yeah.
So again, it all depends on the support for the game. We would like to continue just supporting it and matching what they do. That's always been our plan. But we have to make sure that there's interest for it. But we're big fans of Ravenloft here.
All right, let's jump in. Boop. There we go.
Ooh,
there she blows.
Where are we?
So this is actually one of the new Middle Dark tile sets from Rage of Demons. And
we never actually called it Middle Dark in the shipping game.
We didn't?
We did not.
It canonically exists. So
I know.
And there's a lot of argument between D&D fans, but there is a Middle Dark. I'm going to say it here. So if you're here and you want to argue with me, bring it on.
I'm just saying they may not have any idea what you're talking about as it relates to our game.
it's right now in this build, this is called in the build Middle Dark. So I'm calling us out and saying that that's what this is called. So this is a new tile set coming with.
When you selected it, it said Middle Dark?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a note. We can't do it. We can't call it that.
All right. So, but here I am. So I have my warlock here, Grishnok. This is level 10, so I can show off a lot of fun stuff. We have a Lydia. She's spec for healing. Of course, I brought Ishkin along with me this time just for fun, and I brought Javen Tomikos along with me as well. Who,
and they can't actually see your sweet warlock.
They can't see my can't change that for right now. But
Okay,
my warlock's
sorry.
up there someplace. So some of the abilities I have right now, I'll quickly go ahead and show them off before we start fighting. So I have Mystic Arcanum, which says magical secret bestowed by a party that allows the next spell to be cast with no cooldown. We have the racial ability Fairy Fire, so this is not Warlock specific, it's just a drow ability. We have Pact of the Chain, which allows me to summon a Warlock familiar. We have Tasha's Hideous Laughter, which is amazing. Actually does a knockdown in enemies laugh so hard that they fall down on the ground and they can't get back up, which is just so much fun. We have Hex, which is a curse ability, which actually kind of debuffs. We have another drow racial ability, Darkness. We have perhaps my favorite, Evard's Black Tentacles. This is rank 2. I cannot wait to show you guys this one. Tentacles actually spring from the ground and actually do grapples to enemies, which is just
that's right up your alley.
An absolute blast. Yeah, I do this in real life to people. This is actually my nickname is Evard Black Tentacle.
Just real quick, we don't have any current plans for Steam trading cards.
Yes, not yet.
Not yet.
Dissonant Whispers, which is a fear. And then, of course, we have another one of my favorites, Phantasmal Force, which actually summons a little phantasm that follows enemies, doing some damage. And then Hunger of Hadar, which is a nice area of effect damaging spell. And we're going to go ahead and show these off. So I'm going to do a little pause and play gameplay, a little bit how these characters respect. I kind of made Javen be, he's DPS and light heals. Lydia's, as per usual, spec straight heals for me. And then I have good old Ishkin spec for, assassination and...
It's funny that we quickly cut that scene at the very beginning of the game, yet you have a couple companions here that are huge spoilers.
Yes. I do have spoiler companions.
Just saying.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah.
Everyone says I always play with Lydia and Jarhild and Helmet, so I was like, this week I'm just going to bring in some...
Well, you're strangely in love with Lydia. I've never quite understood that.
You don't understand why I love Lydia?
I clearly don't.
All right. So, I don't know what that's a thingy. We're going to start off with some laughter and proned her. We're going to go ahead and DPS on her. So let's just go ahead and we're going to open up with... go ahead and just get it out of the way. We're going to use Evard's Black Tentacles nice and early and just kind of show you guys how that works. We have looks like some glitchy here going on, but it's all work in progress. So this is an area...
I've not seen it do that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it do that either. Didn't do that earlier when I tested this, but...
Well... It won't do this in the version you get.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lydia already went down. That's not a good sign.
You're better off.
No, poor Lydia. So anyway, these tentacles do grapples, which is great for controlling groups.
What is your Warlock's name?
My Warlock's name is Grishnock, which is actually the name of my Warlock in the tabletop.
Ah, cool. Whoa. Do you have the audio one for this?
Yes.
Excellent.
Should
So I
be.
know we've got some cool effects and audio for the new abilities
Yeah,
too.
it should be on. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to bring out a familiar here.
How likely in the current climate of consumer support is sustained further development of SCL realistically going to last? In other words, how are things going, Sword Coast Legends? Well, I think we're entering into the next chapter, right, with the console release. It's a new set of eyes on the game, a new chance for a life for the game. We have a very dedicated, hardcore PC audience that we appreciate and love, but we're hoping to expand that audience, obviously, to be as large as we can. I'm sure you guys would want that as well, so that we can keep supporting the game. So it's hard to say. We don't know. We're about to release it on 2 more platforms, and fingers crossed.
All right, so I'm gonna
tell your
show
friends.
Yeah, definitely tell your friends. I'm going to show off Hunger of Hadar here,
That's true. Only one of the companions is a real spoiler,
which is great.
but it's a biggie.
So you can definitely kind of wreak havoc on groups with the Warlock. Go ahead and switch up his cantrip. So all these guys are just debuffed to heck already. And let's go ahead and prone this cleric in the back. Well, he's dead already.
That's cool.
Do a little hex.
Let's see what other
He's
questions.
feared. And you can see that debuff animation as well.
So is the Warlock your new favorite class? It seems to have a lot going for it that you particularly connect with.
I would say, yeah, right now I'm really, really enjoying it. Simply because, you know, with the Wizard's a lot of fun, but I feel like for me as a player, the debuffs, the fears, the damage over time, those to me are more useful.
Okay.
And I think they're more beneficial to the party as a whole. So you can kind of hang back and do like I'm doing now and really control the battlefield. And I'm playing on normal, I'm not playing on hard. On hard, I'd be doing a lot more pause and play, kind of showing you, exactly what the abilities all do. But for this, I'm just kind of showing you off some of the abilities and briefly kind of going over them. So
What difficulty did you have the console game on?
that was actually on normal. Yeah, it was on normal, so both are on normal.
All right.
Yeah.
Are we going to show off the ability trees today, or is that part of our deep dive next week?
We can show off some of them now, sure. So I can show you guys how I have him spec'd. So right now, I don't, he starts off with Eldritch Blast. That's fine. So Pact of the Chain, we have just 2 points into his familiar here. So I can tell you a little bit what he does. You can summon an imp or a quasit, and they have a little bit of resistance, buffs your character a little bit. I stayed away from Pact of the Blade. This is something I'm going to be showing off in a couple weeks when we do a melee build, which is actually really viable. I showed off a melee wizard a few times, just showing what you could do, kind of speccing into armor and building a wizard that way. But I want to say that the melee warlock is actually much more viable than the melee wizard. You have a lot of really fun abilities that actually work really well together. So we'll show off that one a little bit later. Don't want to spoil it too much yet. We have a little bit here in Pact of the Tomb. So we have Mystic Arcanum, we have Hex, and we have Chill Touch. I stayed away from the Archfey for this one. A little bit in the Fiend, and this character is only level 10, so there's a lot you can do. There's a lot of abilities that are further down the trees that I can't quite get to yet. And the old one has a lot of control and debuff. So we have Hideous Laughter, which I absolutely love, which is the knockdown to prone. We have Awakened Mind, which is basically buffs you up a bit. Evard's Black Tentacles, which actually looked awesome. I don't know what happened in that one hallway. We just hit a weird spot, but the tentacles pop out of the ground and grab your foe. And then I have a Phantasmal Force, which is just an absolute, I'm pointing at the screen like you can see it, but an absolute ton of psychic damage over time. So this obliterates large targets. If you want to, doing something like Real Fang or whatever, this would absolutely just tear it to pieces. We have the Racials, And that's pretty much it for this build. But we'll show off a little bit more of the action. And then next week we'll go ahead and did I do all the show all the trees? Yeah, so that's all the trees. Cool. Like when we do the deep dive, we'll have Deluxe in here. We'll go ahead and show off everything, and he can get into all the technical specs of how it all works. So.
Oh yeah, he's got the goods.
Indeed.
I love this tile set.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
I'm gonna zoom out.
Under the sea. Well, look at that. There's so many the cool sort of world prefab random pieces that come in that a lot of these I haven't seen very much.
Set them up.
Over here. The Invisible Underdark Assassination Squad. Always a winner.
Yes, it is.
What build are you on?
You're
getting like a bunch of languages text on the screen every time you pause.
This build was working fine the other day. It's one from 2
Ash
days ago.
sometimes goes rogue and copies these crazy debug builds.
You know, I do what I can.
Yeah, pay no attention to that German text that comes on the screen every time he pauses. Actually, it looked like you had every language, like all 6 languages. Yeah,
that's a feature.
That is
definitely a feature.
That's nice.
All right, Lydia.
PS4 release date.
We don't have one that we're willing to actually reveal quite yet. We're really close to revealing the date, and it's. I mean, I hate to use the word soon, but it's right around the corner, is what I'll say.
It'd be a nice birthday present. I got a birthday coming up.
Do you? When's your birthday?
The 8th of March.
Oh my gosh, it is really soon.
Yeah, I'm getting old, man.
21, man. Congratulations.
Sure.
You know,
thank you very much.
You can go out and get a little crazy, drink some mead.
I'm not a crazy guy. It's my clean living that keeps me looking 21, man.
All right, we'll do a little darkness. And we're going to curse this spider.
Can you tell us some of the new creatures we'll get with Rage of Demons?
Yeah, so we actually went and asked around and wrote some down. So
you're going to die, man.
No way. These guys are all totally debuffed, and I'm just going to take my hands off the wheel here for a second. This is how I drive cars, too.
I've ridden with you.
Yeah, it's kind of terrifying. So you're going to get a full set of the Zentarum, which is exciting. Some new stuff in there. You're going to get the Cult of Orcus. Some new stuff in there as well. Just go ahead and say it.
Go for it.
So you're going to be able to fight against a Death Tyrant as one of the bosses, which is super exciting. And the main boss, which we kind of revealed on accident.
Sorry, that was me.
The Elder Brain. So the Elder Brain is going to very much be in the game in Rage of Demons, and he is
it's amazing.
He's really an insanely challenging boss fight. If we actually get messages all the time in tech support and help that people get stuck on Real Fang. All the time. They're like, I can't beat Real Fang, the game's broken. But we're like, no, you can beat it. It's just really hard. Some of you guys probably obliterated Real Fang, and you're like, why are people complaining about that boss fight? I would say from the rumblings that Elder Brain is significantly more challenging than Real Fang.
Masterminded by the same designer.
Yes. He is a brutal human.
He's terrified of spiders, which
he doesn't like
explains
spiders.
The Real Fang thing.
Absolutely.
But he's got a big brain, so maybe I don't know. But no, the Elder Brain is fun to fight, very challenging, and it also, man, it looks so cool.
Yes, it is. It is a really cool looking fight, and we don't want to show off too much of that because it's obviously, Rage of Demons story stuff. But we'll show off in the coming weeks. We'll be showing off the Elder Brain in action a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I've not gone
Have you
this
fought
way.
it yet?
I have not fought the Elder Brain yet. I have not. I'm too scared.
You'll like it. So you lied. You told us that pool was just a large bath.
That was not my fault that was in there. That was broken. That was not supposed to be there.
Yeah, I heard you snuck that in.
I didn't.
You and Tom.
No, he came on the show and we were like, yeah, we'll just pull up this tile. And I was like, oh, whoops. That boss thing is still there.
A large bath. That's awesome.
Sorry, guys. I took a wrong turn. I'm lost. I'm lost in the dungeons. That's an old Wiki, no, Bugs Bunny joke.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
You're old like me.
Yeah.
Yeah. My daughter calls him Bugs the Bunny.
Oh, yeah?
It's very cute. I can't correct her.
That's accurate.
It's not inaccurate. That's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, it's not like,
We watched Pete's Dragon, and she calls him Pete the Dragon. His name's Elliot, everyone knows.
Do we access Rage of Demons through download module mode? No, actually, you're actually going to be able to see Rage of Demons directly from the menu.
Yep.
So any of the characters that you've created so far, you can actually jump directly into Rage of Demons. So what that means is, you can play through the entire campaign, play through the entire game, go through and then play Rage of Demons, or you can stop your Sword Coast Legends campaign halfway through and then jump into Rage of Demons, get more experience, get all sorts of stuff. And
We
then
do recommend you're at least level 7-ish.
we've been saying 7 to 10.
Yeah. You can go in there, do what you want, but it's challenging.
It is.
These demons are raging, man.
Let's assassinate these guys.
Have you shown off Mental Dareth yet?
Not yet.
Have you mentioned that we have Mental Dareth?
I have mentioned that, yeah.
All right, and it looks so good. It's nice.
All right, so
And I know some people before had wished there had been some story content that maybe it was a little lighter on fighting, and we've got a lot of that too. A lot of sort of exploration, story, narrative-focused game stuff. So there's something in there for everyone.
he saved.
You do pretty well.
I'm telling you, it's that crowd control. They're blinded, they're grappled. Ishkin doesn't care. He's in there jumping around, hugging the tentacles,
Right.
laughing maniacally. All right.
All you think of Akuma's that nice raging demon.
By the way, I have Ishkin with a dagger of venom and a mace of terror.
Oh, do you know?
I do, yeah.
Wow. That's cheating.
Yeah, why not?
Does look awesome with it.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite characters. He's an absolute blast.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious. He's a lot of fun.
Wow,
Any
there's
features
Mace of
on
Terror just
PS4
dropped.
to encourage pickup games? Absolutely. You can just use matchmaking to throw you into games. Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna get
Make new friends.
hideous laughter. Oh, save again. Need to talk about that. Keep failing my hideous laughter.
Yeah, I wanted to see them laugh to death.
There is no specific animation for the laughing, which would be incredible if they grab their spider bellies, rub their spider bellies laughing. Yeah.
Well, we'll talk to Brandon.
Yeah, maybe
Some
you can
animation
add some
bandwidth in there, and
Oh, man,
that's pretty good.
I didn't realize Lydia was down. I was too busy telling stupid spider jokes.
It's not stupid. It's
There we go.
snowing here. Where are you? Where it's snowing? South of Ireland. Nice.
Nice.
It is. What is it here? It's pretty nice here. I thought I had the temperature. Sorry. It's all these Steve messages.
See, still no orcs. And what about Aboleth and Demogorgon? They're definitely alluded to in Rage of Demons. They're not, they're not the big boss in Rage of Demons. Just because, we are fitting our story in with WotC's canonical timeline of Rage of Demons. So you will see, we're going to hint at it a little bit, but you will see Dritz, you will see Guinevere, you'll see some other familiar names and faces. However, there's no Demogorgon. So, because he's another Wizards of the Coast properties of Rage of Demons. So,
Yep.
can't kill him twice.
Well,
I mean, you can, but come on now.
that's not right.
Yeah, he wouldn't like that.
No, probably not.
I see combat log file. Oh, they want to see the combat log.
All right. You can. I
There you
forgot
go.
to show that on the console.
Yeah, combat log exists on the console. There you go. So I have the combat log open for you guys. See if I think we're right at the boss, which is oh boy.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Yeah, just in time. So we're going to kill the boss, and then we're going to go ahead and do some giveaways. We're going to give away, I think, 3 or 4 copies of the game, and we're also going to give away some Daggers of Venom, which is what Ishkin's using right now, which he's been tearing stuff up with. So we're going to fight this Saberhide Grizzly, which is actually a CP2 addition to the game, which
Yep.
you'll actually get in the console version of the game,
It's
and
tough. We got party wiped in a 5-player Xbox game last night.
against the Saberhide.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll try. We'll see if he can't be prone. So we're just going
Isn't he immune or resistant to slashing and
He is.
bludgeoning?
He is, but we're going to go ahead and try and debuff the living pants out of him and see what we can do here.
Good luck, man.
Thanks.
You know, the stream can only go for so long.
I know.
So far, you haven't embarrassed yourself.
Not yet. It'll happen. It'll happen. And, and Javen's just going to go for the gusto.
Oh, Drew's warming up his D20 of prize giving. I love it.
All right, so confused. Get over here. All right, so we're going to do a little Warlock action here. We're going to blind everybody. Sorry, that was a drought racial. Mace of Terror just procced.
What?
Let's see what just hit for 1,000 damage.
1,000 damage?
I don't know what happened. I want to see what did that because I want to do it again. Where did that go?
Maybe 2 people critted at the same time and one did 10 and one did 53?
Maybe. I see 105. Ishkin sneak attacked for 105. Which
105,
is,
okay,
wow.
so maybe someone else did.
Yeah, I don't think it
just happened to.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
All right, so now we're going to go ahead and get some tentacles. And then we're going to follow that up with Fairy Fire.
I do like your strategy.
Lock them down.
Do you have any other piercing? No.
We're good. Javen's getting pounded, but
Yeah, you owned this.
He's all right.
I guess our teamwork was weak last night.
I don't want to talk about how many MMOs I played growing up.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Well, I can only do so much. I can only control my character because we were in multiplayer.
It was quite a long history of MMO playing for me. So that's the first look at Warlock. And honestly, there's so much more to it. There's so many fun abilities. I cannot wait to show you guys more. We'll be showing them off as we progress, and we'll be of course showing off Tiefling in the coming weeks as well, which wasn't quite ready to show just yet. But yeah, so Warlocks are a great addition to a party. You could what I want to do is get with QA and do like an all Warlock run of something and broadcast that and show how the different builds all work together. So
cool.
Really fun stuff. Let's go ahead and jump back to the camera and do some giveaways.
I love it. Trivia?
There's no trivia.
Okay.
Because Drew's doing the giveaways. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, Drew.
All the way in the land of Canada, doing our giveaways.
I've heard of this land.
So he's going to go ahead and as we go ahead and eat the Israeli chocolate-covered cornflakes.
Right.
He's going to go ahead and give away 4 copies of the game. I think 4 copies of the game and a couple of daggers of venom. So if you want to win some stuff, say, what do you want to have them say this week?
ShamWow? What do you mean, have them say something?
Yeah, they have to say something to know that they actually want to win a prize. Say,
Wait, some people don't want to win a prize?
Yeah, some people don't want prizes. It's something I've discovered about the world.
ShamWow.
Say...
Great Googly Moogly?
Great. We can't make them say that. They'll get mad.
I was getting mad to win stuff.
Say,
Ash is pretty?
No, don't say that either. Say Warlock Power.
Oh, that's way better.
It's way better than Great Googly Moogly.
Maybe a little bit.
Anyway, if you want to, ShamWow, they're saying ShamWow. If you want to win something, say whatever you want in chat right now. You'll have a chance to win something. Drew's going to go ahead and randomly give away some goodies.
Slap chop.
Thank you so much, Drew, for doing this giveaway.
ShamWow really took.
Yeah. And of course, what we're going to do is we'll answer some questions, we'll eat some snacks, we'll do the giveaway, and then we're going to get out of here. Yeah.
All right,
so here we go. Let's try this out. This again is called Click.
Wow. The way it turns invisible makes me want to dump your Mountain Dew on your head and just see what happens.
Yeah, I would just melt like a witch.
It would be awesome.
This is from Israel.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything that I'm allergic to.
Have you ever been to Israel?
I have not.
I have not either.
Here, it's awesome, actually.
Yeah, I've also heard the same. Whoa.
You got... Oh, man.
This is one of the most normal things you've ever had me eat on here.
Man.
This is really good.
This is really good.
Yeah.
This might be the best thing that I've had on the show.
This is easily the best thing, besides the beefy.
Beefy's great. This is incredible.
How are you doing on that beefy box, by the way?
There's like about 10 of them left. We gotta get through them.
How many did it start with?
I think like 30 or 40.
I think there's more than that, my friend.
I usually eat them on my ride home.
Nicely done.
I know this is important to all of you, but Click from Israel, find it. It's absolutely delicious. It's chocolate covered cornflakes. Not very good for you, but it's really tasty.
Really good.
So definitely check that out.
I like this one. ShamWow, Warlock Power, Ash is pretty.
Hey.
And this person is always in favor of explaining
Jay-Zach
Great
won
Googly
something.
Moogly.
Jay-Zach won something.
Congratulations. Steam copy of SCL.
Very nice.
I might have confused it with all these sayings.
Yeah.
Or you might have by not just taking the first
I
one.
am now 60% beefy confirmed. I'm going to be really sad. The beefies they're actually about
They have to be expired, yeah.
I think they expire in like a week, so.
Have you tried them with mustard? I wanted to try that.
No, we should use your grill here at work and grill them up.
I should totally grow one.
It'd be great.
I'm all for that.
Yeah, this episode of SEO is brought to you by Click from Israel. Yeah, it's really good. We'll see if
Those are
people can
awesome.
send us these. These are not expired, by the
Any
way.
Israeli viewers?
I don't think so. That'd be cool, but no.
Yeah, I would almost. I guess it is lunchtime here.
It is. It's kind of
some
crazy.
Click
So let's go
cornflakes.
ahead and answer a couple questions while these are going by. Will there be new music for the expansion? And that was by Jay Clef on the forums. There is actually no new music in Rage of Demons for a variety of reasons, but no new music. So don't get too excited waiting for more.
If we're wrong, I'm sure Tony will say something. but
Right.
I don't
And,
believe anything composed.
the SEL soundtrack has a lot of music too. So we were not.
You know
we were
where
not
it sounds
desperate.
awesome? Through my surround sound speakers on the console.
Ooh,
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
In for a treat.
Sounding good. We talked a little bit already about the new creatures. So we talked about the Zentara, we talked about the Cult of Orcus, we talked about Death Tyrant, we talked about Elder Brain. We talked a little bit about how campaign mode is going to function on PS4. And we had a question earlier from Jacek on the forums asking about Design Council membership for people that are currently not members of the Design Council, and we actually don't have a definitive answer on that quite yet.
I thought we were going to give my PayPal address.
If you want to buy your way in, you can PayPal Tim Schwach,
Yeah, that's right.
design director. Yeah.
Make it happen.
And of course, we have a few more minutes left, so if you want to ask us questions, that's fine. I don't know how many more things we're giving away here. So, really important question that I have a lot for asking: what is the prospect for the backlog? Will we see all the features that put into the game realistically? So, my opinion on the backlog is similar to what Tim was talking about earlier. We want to be able to do as much as we can, but in a realistic world, that backlog is pretty vast. So hopefully in time we get to all of it. But there's a lot of factors. We're hoping that people enjoy the console version of the game. It's playing very well. It's super fun. And hopefully that allows us to tackle a good chunk of the backlog.
Yeah, and I think people, because we're working with Dungeons & Dragons, Wizards of the Coast, think we're a huge company. We've got, 30-some people on the team?
Right.
So, I mean, it's pretty small as far as game teams go.
Right.
So, we have to be really careful and pick and choose what we get in and what you guys want. And we'll continue responding to the community, of course. But getting to the entire backlog is going to take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
We can kind of tease this a little bit. So Dritz Dordan is actually going to be in... Hey, I'm blocking Guinevere, so...
Oh, I'm gone.
Here's Guinevere. Good kitty.
This is weird, man. I think I gotta go.
I know, man. I'm tired.
Tired
My
too.
jokes are funny to me. So Dritz Dordan is, of course,
is so
going to be in Rage of Demons. We'll have a bigger look at him in the coming weeks. But he's definitely there. He's there in all his glory with Guinevere, which is super exciting. And of course, we cannot wait to show him off.
Have
to
you seen his introduction yet?
I have seen it. It's really, really cool.
It is very cool.
It is really cool. So if you are a fan of course, the R.A. Salvatore books and a fan of Dritz Dordan, he is making an appearance in Rage of Demons, and it's pretty cool, man. It's great. It feels really neat as a fan of those books and a fan of the Forgotten Realms to be a part of such an iconic character. And I know, all of the characters in Sword Coast Legends, especially Bellamy, are incredibly iconic. But Dritz has been in what, like 24?
Larethar is the best. Easy.
Larethar is the best.
Oh yeah.
Lydia's kind of adorable. Let's be honest.
If there were a choice in the game to murder her,
You would not do so. There's no
wouldn't
way.
I?
You would not do so. You are probably the reason. Oh man, I need to talk to you about this.
Look, she put all of us in danger.
Yeah, wouldn't you do the same thing?
No.
I would do that.
I would
let all of you guys just
if you
Sucked
got
into the abyss.
your family slaughtered or whatever might happen. I'm just saying, she's not the one I would look up to or introduce to my family.
We see someone, PB Zello says, I've read nearly every Dritz book. That's impressive. I think I've read 9 of them. And they're absolutely great. I mean, they really do capture that spirit of Dungeons and Dragons that I grew up with. So
It's actually a good question here. It's talking about there's a $29.99 version on pre-order on PSN. Mm-hmm. But that is not correct, right?
That is not correct. So what will happen is if you are one of the people that actually pre-ordered at a higher price point, you will get refunded the difference. So you're not going to just lose out on your money. There's going to be one version of the game, the 1999 version, at this point, and that version is going to have all sorts of bells and whistles, all the post-release CP1, CP2 content. It's going to have the playable drow class. It's going to have all those additional skill trees. All the fun armor stuff, burning dawn armor stuff. And so all of that's going to be in that $19.99 price point. If you bought it at a higher or pre-ordered at a higher price point, you'll get your money back. Cool?
That's awesome.
Cool.
$20, man. That's great. It's a great deal.
Yeah. You can buy a lot of Click for $20.
How much does a click?
I think this is like $2. So you can buy 10 clicks. Clicks?
Or you could buy our game.
Or you can buy our game.
Which will last longer than 10 clicks.
That's true. That is true.
The eventual stomach
I would venture
ache.
to say that Click is more delicious than Sword Coast Legends.
It's an odd comparison.
It is. It is. I already got a refund. Thanks, guys. Oh, good. I'm glad you got your refund. Good.
For your click?
Good. Well, guys, thank you so much. We're about out of time. Like I said, we will be back in the coming weeks showing off more stuff, getting a little bit more in depth with Warlock. Of course, showing off Tiefling, showing off more Rage of Demons stuff. Today was just a nice tease, kind of showing you what the game looks like on console, and showing you some of the Warlock abilities in action. Big thanks to Tim for taking the time to come and hanging out.
Thanks for having me back.
And big
I always
thanks.
assume it's my last time.
Oh, no, man. Very few people can hang with my horrible sense of humor petting fake digital cats for...
I could see that.
Yeah, that's why nobody talks to me. But we'll be back next week. And again, thank you guys so much for showing up. Hopefully
Absolutely.
You guys won some stuff. Big thanks to Draconis, forum moderator. Big thanks to Drew from DE for handing out some codes, which is super helpful. And thanks to everybody for, hanging out with us.
Yeah, we really appreciate you guys taking the time.
At a weird time. So
Yeah.
the Friday thing is not going to be consistent. We'll be back at our regular time probably next week. And that's it. Good stuff.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, Morkel.
Morkai?
Morkai? It's an I. It is an I.
Whichever.
All right. Let's you want to show a video on the way out?
What you got?
Let's show
I kind of want to see
let's watch
The
Tony's
Big Short. Do you have that?
We have Tony's Bugs video. We can show that. Have you seen that?
I don't think I've seen the bug video. Whoa.
We can leave the mics on too. We can do commentary.
I've not seen this.
You haven't seen this? Is hilarious.
Oh, that old mouse pointer. I remember this. Oh my goodness.
Braun.
Yes.
Good old Braun.
Ah, the giant flying chicken.
You can never forget Braun.
When did he put this together?
A couple weeks ago when he was on.
Does the bronze still appear?
Magic missile. Oop. This is killing NPCs. Oops. This is really old builds.
Wow, look at all the old UI. This is taking me back.
Yeah. It's a time capsule.
Ooh. Sorkos Legends.
There we go.
We have an entire page on our wiki of funny pictures people have taken. We should share some of those sometime.
I get that. We should stream this on Twitch sometime. They're twitching. You get it?
Oh, that's really obvious.
It's really good.
Oh, man. Worst village ever. Worst ever. He can't move his invisible bridge. This is pretty remarkable.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
I kind of like
That's
this.
a giant wizard. Whoa. There he is.
Oh, good times.
The end. Thanks, Tony.